Another wonderful turnout here at Ullevi Stadium in Gothenburg. And now we come to one of the heavyweight championship events of this World Championship. And that is the women's 200-meter final. Track fans have been buzzing, Carol, about this for a couple of days ever since the three big runners here wound up 1, 2, 3 in the women's 100-meter. There we see Gwen Torrence was the gold medalist, Marlene Otte silver, and Irina Pravalova was the bronze medalist.
Well, this is going to be a big race. Again, Gwen Torrence, Marlene Otte, Irina Pravalova ranked in that order in the world last year, but there's no love lost between these athletes. But there is Irina Pravalova. She looked very, very good in the semifinal round. Now, coming into this championship, none of those women had ever won a 100-meter title. All of them wanted that title. Now I think even more. Pravalova and Otte want the 200-meter title.
Gwen Torrence, who holds the title right now, has been at the center of the controversy when she said, of course, Jamaicans don't like Americans. That ticked Otte off even further, and there were those quotes a few years back related to drug abuse in track and field, and I think Pravalova was offended by those remarks. And when the three of them were up on the award stand for the 100, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the iciest ceremonies that I have ever watched. And now Gwen Torrence will try to double up here at 200 meters. Pravalova with a better start in the 200 than she had in the 100. Otte, Pravalova, and Torrence. Torrence moving very well on the outside. She has picked up the stagger now. They have come toward the 100-meter mark, and there they are. Otte and Torrence. Torrence with a slight lead. Torrence powering now toward the double. She's going to do it. Gwen Torrence, easy double. At the 200, she joins her 100 gold medal. What a performance by Gwen Torrence. She didn't beat this field. She destroyed it.
21:77. That is the best time in the world this year. I'll tell you, in the semifinal, she did not look like that. In the semifinal, she did not run a good turn. She ran the heck out of that turn on this particular race. When she came off on the straightaway, she was out and she was rolling. One of the best times of all time. Of course, she has a faster time, but I do not think that Gwen Torrence could have run a better race here tonight. Unfortunately, it was... No, I shouldn't say unfortunately. She ran into a 2.2 win, which means that race was even faster. Gwen Torrence hugging that turn right there. We've had trouble with athletes running on that line, but she comes off the turn in the lead. That's exactly where you want to be, because now Otte and Pravalova have to struggle to catch her. And in that point, they tighten up, and Gwen Torrence is just moving well away from her.
And what a battle it was for the silver. Pravalova and Otte dueling hard at the end to see who could hit that tape and wind up with the silver medal. And you could see that was a photo, and Otte has captured it. Both of them in the same time of 22.12. There's the trackside camera. It's at this point that Torrence has one hand on the gold medal. But watch Pravalova come back at Otte in that bid for a silver medal, and Marlene is declared the winner. So Otte now with 2 silver medals and Pravalova with 2 bronzes, because the gold queen is from the United States, Gwen Torrence. That was an amazing performance by Gwen Torrence, number 9 on the all-time list, and into that win that Carol told you about. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the slipper fit tonight on Cinderella. Gwen Torrence has won the gold. She's down below with Mark. Mark?
Yeah, Brent, you know, Gwen Torrence is faster than water cooler gossip. Gwen, 21.77 into a minus 2.2 meter per second headwind. How fast do you think you could have gone?
I didn't even think about time. My husband said I could run 21.7.
I didn't know, but I felt the headwind, and I thought that they were going to come and catch me, and I just panicked, and I just ran as fast as I could to that finish line.
You destroyed that field in the last 60 meters. Is that something that you were cognizant of going into the race?
Well, I felt extremely good. Yesterday I was a little sore, a little tight. I took every round very easy. I wasn't going to race Irina in my semifinal. I said if I ran 22.2 jogging, I was going to be ready to run. And I got a second gear because I couldn't find my shoes. I don't know if somebody stole them, if I misplaced them, but I was very angry at the start because my warm-up didn't go good. That's what I needed because I was not motivated to run.
Mark, let me quickly interrupt you here. We can see this was going to be a celebration that we were going to crown Gwen as the first American woman to ever win the 200-meter championship. But there's a message, a disturbing one, up on the scoreboard, and they have taken Gwen Torrence down. She's been DQ'd here, Carol. It means that Merlene Ottey has been declared the gold medalist. She, for the time being, has successfully defended the championship she won in Stuttgart. Take a look and see here now if Gwen Torrence, third from the left, stepped on the lane, and that's why they disqualified her.
Well, that's the only way I can see that they could disqualify her at this point. There's one right there. Clearly, there's two, three. Oh, she is all over that line. She is clearly on the line. You can't even distinguish her shoe from the line at that point. She even steps on it with her outside foot. I said that she got a good race around the turn right there, but I never expected that. We even discussed that she was very close to the line coming off of the turn, but you would have never thought.
Now, I want to take everybody back because what it means is this was some battle for the gold medal. Remember, Pravalova gets out well, but then it is Ottey now, who is fifth from the left, who comes off the lane. And it is Ottey at this point who has challenged Gwen, who for all intents and purposes has already been disqualified. Watch now behind. Ottey headed for a gold medal. Pravalova is about to surge at her. And here comes Pravalova. And now they both hit it in the same time, and they declared that Ottey was second to Torrence, but because of the DQ, the gold medalist from Jamaica is Merlene Ottey. A heartbreak for Gwen Torrence of the United States. Well, the next day, Gwen Torrence had recovered somewhat from the bitter taste, and Lewis Johnson was able to sit down and talk with her.
With respect to the decision, being disqualified from the World Championships after running such a fast time, this must be next to impossible to accept.
Well, I've accepted it. I've seen it on tape. I've seen that I did step on the line. That's evident. The rule has not been consistent with what happened in the men's 400 where someone stepped on the line, and the same rule just didn't apply to me, and I don't have an answer for that.
Now, the last thing everybody wants to know with respect to the 4x100 meter relay, will you or will you not run?
Well, I am a champion of champions, and I don't win them all, but I'm going to give it my best, and hopefully with the young girls that we can put it together, and we're going to run our hearts out.
So Gwen Torrence trying to stress the positive, and now on Friday